Indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me once again on another conscious evolution. On another conscious evolution! Today's whole stream topic is going to be about exactly that, specifically the consciously evolving part. And how every single day we show up, I would like to think of it as incremental progress, right? In the same way, if you have like an oscillator, you can like literally on a knob tune it higher and higher into different frequencies. I feel like that is what we're doing. So we are slowly but surely trying to tune ourselves into the frequency of oneness, of enlightenment, some call it as well, where there is this emotional spectrum, right? Where guilt and shame and those feelings are like at the bottom of the spectrum, and love and hope and enlightenment are at the top of the spectrum. And you can see those almost like as represented with like frequency values, right? That it can be determined in like hertz values. And what we're doing here, at least I believe, is we're actively trying to, one, tune ourselves into a higher frequency, and two, teaching ourselves how to, right? So it's like a double whammy of there are going to be things in life that make it a little bit difficult to tune ourselves into these higher states of consciousness, but we are capable of it. And as we keep trying, as we keep practicing, we get better at it. Hopefully, we can then go forward into the world and impart that wisdom onto others, onto our potential kids, onto our friends, onto our family members. It's not easy, but it is possible. And I appreciate you, friends, for being so willing to go through this journey with me. I see Joe Schmo and Shannon in chat with us. We have a few lurkies in the background, just watching from the shadows. I love you too, shining a little light on you. It's nice having all of you friends here. How are we feeling this morning? I'm feeling fantastic, actually. I'm feeling like I'm in a high vibrational frequency right now. Does feel like there are some things that are influencing me. The field next to us got burnt down. So there is a little bit of schmonkiness in the air, and it has caused me to have a little bit of a headache, which I don't appreciate. But despite my headache, I still feel like I can understand the oneness, right? Maybe my headache comes from feeling all of those poor organisms that got burnt to a crisp today, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm still one. It's just painful. Mojo! It's nice having you here. Sending you lovins. It's nice having you. How are you doing? Flower remedies help. That they do. I should actually take some of my flower remedy. I didn't before stream. Tune into the frequencies. Duck Dad is here too. I'll click your consciousness. I'm just imagining the future of technology where you can literally click my consciousness, right? It's like I figure out a way to share my consciousness with you, and you can find it on your user interface and click on it. Be like, oh, let me click on melt consciousness, and then suddenly you go, and you're like, oh goodness, that was a little bit more than I was bargaining for. Oh, love is true. I ain't no lurky turkey. Jovan is here too. Today's stream topic was inspired by Jovan and Shannon. I had a conversation with Jovan today, and we were talking about these frequencies, right? Specifically, how we try to be in a higher frequency, and specifically, double specifically, even more specifically, the frequency of consideration, right? I don't even know if it really is on that spectrum of emotional frequencies, but it is on the frequency of like relationships, where if you consider other people, and that is a very important thing to you, it can make it even more difficult to deal with people who don't consider you in the same way. And that difficulty arises from feeling the mismatch of frequencies, because you're outputting this frequency of consideration, right? You're literally using your mental capacity to consider the other person. And if they don't do that, it feels like there's loss, right? Like there is a dissonance, there is like a mismatch of energies being output into the universe. And that can be very disheartening, right? It can make it very hard to continue outputting that frequency. But again, I believe that is what we're here to do, right? You are literally here to evolve as consciousness ultimately, but as a human being as well, right? That you are a part of a transitory process. We are slowly but surely echoing a new species into existence. Hopefully, a more loving, a more kind, a more enlightened species into existence. And you are that step, right? It doesn't happen without you putting in the effort. So I'm proud of you. Thank you for doing that. That you're doing the world a service. So much love to you. Same thing with Shan's remedies, right? Like that's the whole thing is based upon is the fact that different things in our world have different frequencies as well. Different emotional states inside ourselves have different frequencies, and that we can try to assist ourselves essentially by adding frequencies from the outside world into our being, and then using that to kind of like help uplift ourselves, or at least deal with some of the frequencies we might feel have become a little bit stagnant. Good morning, Melty. I like this subject. We're getting better every day, my brothers and sisters. Daily progression towards unity and insight. Daily progression towards unity and insight. Here comes our guests. We have guests today. Start eating pieces of myself in stress. Bruh, I don't like having guests when it's not people that I know. I don't even know who's coming actually. So, friends of my parents. Puppy, relax. Relax. Also believe. Uh, yeah. I was fasting. I still technically am fasting, but we're going to be cooking some snook, like some fish today, and I kind of want to eat some fish, so I'm gonna not fast for today. Maybe I'll start again tomorrow. Take a little bit of a break. I've gone for 36 hours, so I feel like I've gotten most of those little peptides. Papa, yeah, Mama. Of course, now everybody is gone. The people are sitting outside. Bro, I'm gonna have to get up. Oh, woe is me. Oh, I'm woeing. I'm woeing right now because I know that they're looking at me and they're like, this fucking asshole thinks he's too good to get up and open the gate. No, no, I don't think that. I just think there's more people here than there is people waiting in the car, technically. Oh, goodness, I haven't. I'm just now clicking. I mean, not just now, like when I got up, realizing that I didn't have my freaking microphones plugged in. How dare I, with my investment, not use them, right? Like when as soon as I walked away from the camera and I looked down at the microphone and I didn't see one, I was like, oh, I guess I don't have my microphone on me. Bonk. Suddenly, a transformation in audio. Puppy, 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 stop that woof there. I am loving presence. I am calm awareness. I am gentle association. I am tranquility. I am calm. I am the unity. There is no separation from me. I take full responsibility. Oh, there we go. I am so calm. I am so gentle. I am so present. I appreciate having ears to be able to hear barking. There we go. Seems we had a bunch of friends leave as well. Jobo gets to be present. Pheasant? I would like to share the beauty of my maple tree in fall, full of colors. Check Discord General. Thank you, brother Duck Dad. Let me go check it out as well. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that is pretty beautiful. Look at that spectrum of color changing leaf seas. Hi, Tani. Rij weer, Tani? Oh, Tani. Tenminste het ons hierdie tegnologie om onsself vinnig te kan rondvat. Hoe ver bly Tani julle weg? Okay. Ja, ek gaan hom nou weer gaan naby stap. Ja, die remote vang nie ver op nie, vind van die rede. There we go. The button got pressed. There we go. Back again. No leaving. Yeah, it's Saturday, so I get it. Maybe our friends just joined for a moment to be like, let me see what's happening in here, and then they skedaddled again. Thank you for joining me for even a split moment, for even a I see you and I'm gone from the stream again. That still is you giving some of your focus and your attention. That's a loving attempt. I appreciate that so much. Shan, I need to show you how many hours you spent jamming to Cuckoo Kangaroo yesterday. Do you have like a timer? Do you know? Do you have like something that tells you? That's a fun fact. The created auklet is a seabird that lives in Australia. They smell like tangerines. Bird that smells like tangerines. I don't know how I feel about that. Because the first thing that it stimulates in me is I wonder what it tastes like. If it smells like tangerines, you would taste like tangerines? Will I be disappointed if it doesn't taste like tangerines? Melt is stress eating himself. Oh, thanks to all who sent positive vibes to my foot. The cortisone is working very well, and I'm mostly pain-free, even more healing to you, Brother Bear, sending you those frequencies. Shoot, dog, I completely forgot to check that out after yesterday. I'm writing myself a note to check it out on my way to go grocery shopping today. That sounds like a fun time. I don't like having guests. I understand. It's not that I, don't like having guests. They're not my guests, right? So it creates like a different power dynamic where they're not actually guests. They're just people in my space, right? Because they're not my friends, and they're mm, skirting lines. They're different to me, right? I should actually be the one that's calling myself different because I'm the different one, but I'm so different that I feel like I'm an alien amongst them. So I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm normal. Look at me normaling. I'm so normals. Don't worry about me. I'm normaling right now. I'm Peppy. What are you doing? You've already barked at them. Peppy also feels my attention. She's like, the fuck? Who are you, bro? Who are you people so bad on my home? Joy, did you do anything cool for your birthday? She worked. She was working. Melt is so frustrated by the strangers. I'm not so frustrated with strangers. I was more frustrated by Pippi barking at them, right? Because I know that is something frustrating to strangers to be barked at by a dog, and then I'm experiencing their consciousnesses being frustrated by the dog barking at them. My consciousness is frustrated by the dog barking at other consciousnesses, right? And then on top of the fact that I know that my state of being is so vastly different to theirs, the potential conversations, the version of me that I have to switch off, right? I cannot be me technically, not the real me, right? Amongst these people, so it's like a multifaceted fractal that I'm dealing with already. There's some freaked out food needle. No, please. Joy, did you do anything cool? Love is true again. I was hoping the present pheasant line would be a hit, Joe. So much love. I don't even answer the door when people knock. That's relatable, bro. I'm not expecting someone, if someone didn't call me to let me know that they're coming, I'm not opening the door, bro. Miss me with that shiznit. So happy your foot is feeling better, Duck Dad. I hope that that shot lasts you longer than they lasted me. Bless me neither. Leave a note on the door, assholes. Maybe I get back to you. Maybe I don't. No, I didn't, Duck, but I'm going out tomorrow with one of my girlfriends for a nice meal and a drink. This is true. Belated celebration, but still. Left? Who left? Yeah, I'll be back here right now. Yeah, maybe I was like tripping out. I saw there was like literally like one person in stream when I came back. No takes backsies. I might be lurky turkey. No leaving job. I'm here now. Love is true. You friends were here, right? Again, that is what was important. Showing up for even like 1 hertz. 1 second is like 1 hertz, right? 1 second of sharing melt more. We evolved, consciously evolved. You know, it's done. It's in the books. Zoe Burbis sharing Puppy's energy this morning. Apparently, I need Natalie's voice again to calm him down. Right? That like it's like a scratchy. Especially since we're sober right now, Joe. Right? Like it scratches harder inside our brains. Where it's like, and then we know if I can, it would be a little bit more. This is this is fine. But no, there's just sheer visceral sobriety. And I'm fasting right now as well. I'm like 30, I'm about 36 hours in. So I have that extra layer of like enhanced, probably a little bit of a growth hormone and maybe a little bit of testosterone as well. And there's this like part of your brain it switches on to, I should be a little bit more alert because I'm not getting food right now. So I should be on the lookout. Surely there's food here somewhere. Maybe I should start eating trees. I joined for a moment. How long? A moment, to be honest. I'm the animal whisperer. Autumn leaves are so beautiful. It's a fractal that I haven't experienced too many times in my life. Leaves don't change in the tropics. They don't here either. And weirdly enough, a part of me actually appreciates it. Joe Schmo, I saw this mildly infuriating post about people having their driveway cleaned of all of the autumn fall leaves and just like pushing it into the other person's yard. And I was like, that would drive me insane. I would lose my mind. I'm happy that we don't have to deal with that in South Africa. Leaves don't change in the tropics. So we would take road trips this time of year to see them. That sounds actually pretty blessed. It's 7:15 in the morning here. I got nothing to do but this. Wah, wah, wah. I'm happy to be the start of your morning talking about, hey Shell, it's talking about you as well today. I'm hoping that one of our beloved friends reach out to you, take you up on that offer that you've made available. Look at me vaguing, sprinkling all of that vague on the stream. Joe, all I have is foliage change right now. Sounds nice. What is your favorite cocktail? I don't even know cocktails, unfortunately. That would be cool if more animals smelled like fruit. True. Go sniff Pippi. What does she smell like? Lemons? Melon? Catching up on 2 8 speed. Love to you again, Shell. Pippi smell like a farm dog. Just guessing. Uh, she smells like knickknacks. Like Cheetos. That's what Pippi smells like. Mostly. Cheetos and maybe a little bit of dust. Right? Dusty Cheetos. Hey, Susan. It's nice seeing your name here with us, dear friend. Sending you lovin's. They're not guests, they're just people in my space. Don't quote me on stuff like that. It makes me sound like an asshole. Oh goodness. Oh Shoshmo. Right now it's prime time to go to a state park nearby with changing leaves. Do yourself a favor and Google Letchworth State Park in the fall. Hey Google, Letchworth State Park in the fall.
I found a few places near Letchworth State Park.
No, I'm not asking you to find a few places. I'm finding the place. Yossi, this is gorgeous. There's water. There's water. That's the thing that's resonating with me. There's water. Oh, jeez. We live in South Africa, yo. It's dry here. I see water and it makes my brain happy. Look at that. Isn't that a scene? Look at them colors. Wow. Oh, jeez. Fantastics. Letchworth State Park. That is gorgeous, Shan. Is it close enough for you to frequent it? I do see the NY, so it is in New York State. That is pretty cool. Ah, there we go. So I'm feeling a little bit zonky, yo. I don't know if it's like because it's like the third week of me not smoking, but it does feel like something is leaving my brain, right? It's like there's a certain sense of like happening inside of me at all times. I'm getting used to it. That's why I like being on weed, or else I'm awkward or weird around strangers. That was the first thing that I was thinking about, weirdly enough, Joy, where I was like, it would be easier for me to deal with this if I was smoking weed right now. And I was like, yeah, of course. Of course I have to deal with this while I'm not smoking weed. Couldn't have happened any other time. No, no. Specifically when I don't smoke weed. I mean, I'm still awkward and weird, but I'm high, so I won't care. Yeah. Guests sit and visit with you. Intruders just come to either sell you something or come to borrow something. They're coming to eat something. Does that count under other visitors? Uh, Joe, that's my dog's way of seeing it. Namaste to you too, Lisa. It's nice having you here, friend. Conscious evolution is a great answer to what's the point, because let us know that there's a special work that we can do to ease the discomfort in life. Absolutely, Shell. I do believe that's what we're here for, right? Like what is the point if not that, right? Sure, I believe you do that as love. You do that for love, right? Because if you consciously evolve, that means the beings that will follow you, be it biologically from your own kids or the beings that follow you as the next generation of humanity, will be better off because of the work that you're doing right now, right? Some people might be too selfish to think that that's the point, but that's the thing that gives me hope. That's the thing that gives me the will to continue living, kind of vibe, right? To show up for other people. Natalie, my mindset is very similar to that of an animal. Friends bring food. Just tag me in the Discord if you need to talk to your animals. Love is true. It's almost saying if you're already, it's almost saying, oh, you're already doing it right. Yeah, you're already doing it. You're already consciously evolving, right? And you're like, no, Melt, I'm not consciously evolving. I'm like, okay, are you the same person that you were 5 years ago? Are you the same person that you were 10 years ago? Are you the same person that you were 20 years ago? No. That means you consciously evolved or unconsciously evolved. But evolved, you evolved, right? So now all we get to do is make that a conscious effort. Be like, I can notice in myself this nonsense that I keep myself busy with, right? The nonsense of toxic thought patterns, the nonsense of, maybe some sort of entertainment that doesn't serve you, maybe some sort of news cycle that doesn't serve you, right? And then noticing how it makes you feel. And then conscious evolution is the willingness to not do that to yourself anymore, right? And then realizing in doing so, your life changes. Puppy! Bruh, I'm gonna have to get up again. I'm just saying, Pippi is gonna be barking again at them. Let me go open the gate. Scooby Doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, it's true. I said, Ooby Doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you. It's true. Say, ooh, be do. I wanna walk like you. Ooh, ooh. I wanna skip, no, no, skip right now. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. I wanna bow, bow, bow. There we go. Pepe, stop that! Stop that! Fuck toch alsjeblieft bij oren. I'm getting assaulted. My ear holes are being violated right now. Please send help. Send earplugs. send technology so I can actively receive these input signals, Anna, Anna, and then create vectors of the opposite frequency so it cancels out and I hear nothing. All I want is silence. Please, mercy, universe, please. Oh, mercy. I need mercy, please. Make her stop. Make her stop, please. Right? Like this stuff, unfortunately, it causes like a part of my, I don't know if it's evil, right? But it is a little bit less than love, right? Like I want to be able to push a button and get her to stop. But I feel like that's like borderline evil, right? 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 Surely that's not good. Right? I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to push buttons and make them stop. That feels like it's borderline sociopathic. Oh no no, Joe Schmo. Right now it's prime time. I think I've read that one. Ah, okay. I'm sad that I have to get rid of my leaves because my maple caught tar spot. I'm guessing that's a tree disease. I'm sorry to hear that. That does suck, actually. Losing trees in general breaks my heart. My dad came to get my garbage during yoga, brought me a cutting board he made himself. I love it. It's so smooth. Frequency raised. Love is true. That makes me so happy to hear. Thank you, Natalie. Lovings to you. I flip and love that so much. And yeah, dad thinking about you, missioning through, helping you with the garbage, bringing you a cutting board. Now you can prepare your food on this intention. That's so many frequencies, right? Hertz being clicked up. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Handmade gifts are wonderful, especially cutting board. Love is true. Search New Brunswick, Canada, and fall. That's my backdrop for work to home, work from home. Hey Google, New Brunswick, Canada in fall.
According to Wikipedia, New Brunswick is one of the 13 provinces and territories of Canada.
Thank you, Google. I appreciate this information. Yeah, I mean, I got one photo that's technically the fall photo, but the rest of it is just buildings. Look at that. Look at that. There's no sexies. Man, Mama Gaia, how you so beautiful. Right? Even though I know that the scale of this doesn't make sense, I want to like fall with my whole body on that surface and just rub my face against all of those colors. It's like, yeah, that doesn't work that way. Man, I want to be a giant and then lay on a mountain as my backrest. Why? Why do I have to be so small as a human being, like a microorganism in comparison to the mountains, essentially? I was almost in tears, Joe. Joe, it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful to have these things made by Dad, to have and to cherish. Porcupine Mountains up in Michigan is stunning this time of year. I think I'm done searching other places right now, for a moment at least. Mel, the fact that you said she smells like Cheetos could be an indicator of her having an unhealthy gut. Some puppers need probiotics for their bellies so that they digest better. That smell is a sign. I mean, it's only on her feetsies, right? Hey, puppy, come here. Come here. I want to smell you. I want to come and smell you. Yeah, I'm being like mind vibed right now. She smells mostly like dog. Hmm? I'm sorry. The feces smell a little bit like Cheetos, but the rest of her body smells like dog. Like she doesn't smell unhealthy to me. Does she look unhealthy to you? Pepe, come here. Are you an unhealthy dogger? She looks pretty fit, right? No fatsies, happy chappies. I'm worried about you now, Pepe. What have they done to me? Right now I'm suddenly mind tripping myself out. Pepe's fine. Whippy is a healthy dogger. Sweet girl. Hmm. It had. If I had a vehicle, I'd go there, Letchworth, all the time. It's less than 30 minutes away, I think. I want to hike the whole park. I think it's around 22 miles, 3 levels of waterfalls too. It's such a gorgeous park. Maybe one day, right? I would like to do that too. Joe, I was thinking yeast or fungal issues, side effects of being on different dog subreddits. Yeah, like her, like it's not bad, right? It's not like it's clear. Like when I was smelling her ears and stuff like that, just smells like doggo. All right, mostly just doggo smells. Yeah, sweetie girl. Yeah, sweetie, sweetie. Maybe just needs a bath. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best thing for her. I haven't bathed her in a while, to be completely honest. She doesn't really like it. She's not very like she's okay. She's like she knows what's happening, right? Like I'll take her into the shower with me, and then I'm showering, and then she'll do this thing where she like gets up on the ledge, and then she goes, and I'm like, you're gonna have to shower, you know that? And she goes, and I'm like, right. She's not like cowering in the corner kind of vibes. She like gets onto the ledge, so it's like she's like very maybe like neutral about it. Look at her being so sweetie. What are you doing? Irritate you, irritate you, irritate. I'm coming to irritate you. I'm gonna irritate you. Bite you. Like I'll bite you back. Oh, don't you irritate me? I'll irritate you, bro. Okay. You're gonna be a sweet. Uh, okay. Mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. I love that song, and it sounds lovely when Mel sing it. It's one of my favorites. It's one of those songs that I almost sing as like a coping mechanism. It's like I'm like oopie doing right now. Need to oopie do myself. Be like you, but leaving some space for love to feel. Love is true. She could just eat a bat though. That's fair. Yeah. My dog's Noodle is like she's saying something important. Bark. Oh goodness! There's intruders. Barkings. Noodle. I love that name. Noodle is such a cutie as well. Also has like peppy energy. Super stoked. Get it? No. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's literally the button I was thinking about, Joy V. But I don't know if that's humane to have a shock collar on Pippi. Right? I don't want to electrocute my Pippi, even if she's irritating me, right? That doesn't seem very high frequency of me. I feel like again, to balance today's stream topic, I'm supposed to reach a point where I'm so enlightened, where I'm so Zen mode 5000 that it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even register in my brain. And I'll probably end up using technology to help me get there. But I believe we're already doing that, right? The fact that you are technically using technology to consciously evolve right now. If you've ever listened to Alan Watts or Ram Dass or Terence McKenna, they're dead. They're no longer aliving, and yet through technology, you can still consciously evolve with their teachings. So yeah, I'm not opposed to upgrading myself with tech, but I am opposed to putting a shock collar on Pippi. You know, that is also a use of tech, but I feel like that is me using the tech inappropriately or whatever. My neighbor brought in my garage cans from the street. So nice, that is nice. Blessings. I just posted a pic of my cutting board on Discord. It's pretty. I almost don't even want to use it. Let me see as well. So, my mind is going two places, Shan. It's either a big slab of wood that got turned into a cutting board, or it's a bunch of slices of wood that got put together for a cutting board. Let's see. Let's see which fractal I'm getting. Yeah, yes, yes. Yes, slices of widows being put together. Look at my brain fractaling correctly. That is pretty sexy. I won't lie. Look at them lines. Look at them curvatures. Look at them going from dark to light. Man, Mother Nature. so sexy. Am I being weird? Am I being weird right now? I have like a I feel like a nod. Like yes, so I find nature very appealing. It's she's so beautiful, right? Listen to her singing a little song like a fool that she is. I don't know if you could hear it. Let me get back to the stream. Mm-mm-mm-mm. He's a rescue schnauzer poodle named Noodle. That when he came to me, his name was Bruno, but I already had a Bruno in the house, so he was too unaware to realize the name change. He's become so aware with just a little care. Crazy how that works, right? The frequency, Shan. I believe the frequency you output to your animals becomes embodied in them as well, right? That's why, even though I feel I can't really take credit for Pippi's, absolute stokedness and the way that she plays with me with my scarves. Me, 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 skibidi, bidi, bidi, bidi. I'm gonna skibidi, bidi, you. I'm gonna skibidi, bidi, skibidi, bidi, bidi. Right? That's frequency. Like that, she only wags her tail when she's in the joyful, I'm having like something fun is happening frequency. I'm a skibidi, bidi, bidi, bidi. Literally me sharing energy frequencies with her. I'm gonna chew my own hand a little bit. I'm gonna chewy, chewy, chewy. I'm gonna chewy, 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 chewy. Oh, mush, mush. Little sweetie. They absolutely receive our frequencies as well, right? And I feel like again the whole shock color thing isn't exactly a good frequency because that's gonna cause fear, right? To have something attached to your neck that at some random point you go and then you go that doesn't feel I can imagine that wouldn't be nice for me, so surely it wouldn't be nice for her either. Uh, become so aware. That's exactly why my giant self lives in the heels melt. They make terrific backrests. If it's her feet, it's toe fungus. She doesn't have any funguses though. And I have been like moisturizing her feet and stuff. Your friends are tripping me out, please. Please, mercy. I love the smell of Silky's feet. We call them taco chip a lot. They talked about Pepe's Dorito toast before. We have, but it's not bad, right? It's like it's noticeable, but it's not bad. And you friends mentioned that the previous time as well, and it hasn't gotten worse. In fact, like smelling just now, technically it's less noticeable than it was the previous time. Maybe just like a little bit of a bath or something. The Jungle Book song by King Louis is stuck in my head now. Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't complete it, right? We only got to hear the intro to the song, or not even the intro, like the middle of the song. There's so much more to it. Part of me wants to learn all of it. Melty, just Google smell like Cheetos. It's totally a thing. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, but it's not noticeable, right? I'm not seeing any fungus growing on her feet, kind of vibe, right? And I do actively, literally, maybe once a week, look between all of her toe little, goedertjies and like that little bottom pad to make sure she doesn't have any ticks lodged in there. So she has healthy feet. It's not something that bothers her actively. No, 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 no. It's LA Times. I like your fit today. Did you tidy yourself with the company slash fish eating strangers? I shaved my beard, but I've been meaning to do that. Trimmed it up a little bit, and the outfit was just the next one in sequence. So not really. Right? I'm happy that you think I look good. Mm. Uh, my ego is cringing, bro. Like my ego is like leaning into it, and then at the same time, the ego that is self-aware is like, bro, what are we doing? Oh, why are we doing this? People can see you right now. It's like, yeah, I must know, bro. That's why I'm leaning into it. They do make colors that beep and vibrate rather than shock. I'm not sure how effective that is though, but think that's more humane. I agree actually. I didn't know that, Shan. That's much more humane. Yeah, maybe like a vibration. Like if it goes, "Rrrr," that would be like, oh, what is that happening? Oh, whoa, whoa, what's happening to me right now? Maybe it feels nice, right? Maybe it's like a whoa, and it goes, oh, I'm getting a neck massage right now. Nice. Maybe then she'll figure it out, you know. Just like bark incessantly to get neck massages. I wouldn't put it past Pippi. No, no, no. A poodle named Noodle. I'm dying. I love the sound of sprinklers. It adds rhythm, I'll admit. And the only reason I'm tolerating it is because I know that those little microorganisms in the soil and the grass are going to be so stoked to get water. Melted, did you see my comment about free will? LA Times article. No, I don't think I did. It's the LA Times. Joe. I'll smell Silky's feet. Those are the comments I got to see. Nothing on free will, unfortunately, Shell. Guess you'll have to send it again or something. Tango has had taco fit cheap for like a decade. He's happy. And haral. I don't know what haral means, but it sounds good. I also want to be haral. I'll haral all over the place. No? I'm so haral right now. I love the whole song. I grew up with that movie. It's a classic. I couldn't be on video for strangers to judge me daily. I'd have to wear a mask or something. People are too mean. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Right? Like there's this one YouTuber. I'm so bad with names, bro. I want to be a cyborg already so I can have perfect recall. But he does like VR content and he doesn't show his face. He like wears a mask for every single video. And I was like thinking about that. I'm like, bro, it would be exhausting for me to have to cover my face with a mask every live stream that I do. I feel like the fact that I'm doing it every day leaves me without the option of hiding my face, right? It's like, bro, I would get sick of it. I would get sick of having to hide my face quicker than I would get sick of having to live stream, right? Like that's the thing for me. Mm-hmm. Robert Sapolsky. Another one. No, just a comment, but melt sort is different, it seems. I mean, I'm seeing it says top messages right now. Let me see if I can all messages. There we go. Yeah. Now suddenly I'm seeing more comments. Have I been missing comments this whole time? Okay, thank goodness. I had to like balance myself for a second there. I was losing my shit a little bit. I'm thinking about like the amount of comments that I've missed if this has been the case this whole time because it automatically switches to top messages. It seems, bruh. Robert Skaplowski of Stanford, fuck you very much. Concluded, we don't have free will. I'm clickbait phrasing. I mean, if you want to get technical about it, I can understand the we don't have free will fractal as well. I can. I just don't believe it, right? Like it's like a belief thing. You can articulate it and you can articulate it in a way where it can make sense to the logical part of my mind. But that doesn't mean the feeling part of my being needs to accept it as a truth, right? Because like there's a bunch of things that influence you, society, financial incentives, biology, your own gene expressions, your parents' 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 preferences, all of that coding into your being right now and the things that you're more than likely to do in this moment, right? Like all of that stuff does influence us, and you can call that a lack of free will. But I still believe in free will from the capacity of being able to change both yourself and the world. Right? I don't think it's set in stone. I'm not missing too many comments at least. Maybe YouTube yeeted it. Doesn't like outside links. This is also true. I don't know if you sent a link. If you sent a link, it definitely got yeeted. No, just comment. But sounds different. There we go. Joy Vive. I'm with you on that one. My house is being invaded by ants. I hate it. You want ants? That's how you get ants. It's weird you say that because as I was putting down my tripod today, I was putting it down close to an ant's nest, and a bunch of them came out and was like, "What are you doing, bro? Who are you?" And then they realized it's an inanimate object, and they started leaving it alone. But I was like thinking about it from the perspective of like aliens. I was like, these ants probably thought that freaking aliens just land on their home, bro. Look at this alien spaceship structure of this size of 50,000 ants stacked on top of each other, bro. Just suddenly towering above them, being like, what's happening? Oh, okay. I'm sorry you have to deal with ants. Y'all, messages are top messages. Is a thing. It's true. It's true. Like I had to go to the settings and press all messages. Oh, mine is on top. Messages too. Damn. How many comments have I missed? Right, Joy? Where's my mind went? It's like, bro, bro. I switch as soon as I join. It's very annoying. Thank you for letting us know, Shell. I'll try to be mindful of that. Maybe like be mindful of that for me as well. Go, hey Mel, switch to all messages. So I can remember. The nacho feed thing is no big deal. Just read an article on it yesterday, and the fact that you brought it up made me mention it. The sink. Yeah, actually, I appreciate you sharing that, Joe Schmo. Me and a few friends have been mentioning how the things that we're going through in our own lives tend to come up in the conversations we have with our friends as well. To the top only. Like for me, Joy Vive. The thing that I'm really curious about is what does top mean, right? How does it know which the top comments are, right? I've actually thought about this as a potential way of like eventually creating a little bit more readability in chat. Like if there's 1,000 people commenting at the same time, there's no way that I'll be able to get even through like 10% of the comments kind of vibe, right? But you friends end up sending comments that a bunch of you resonate with, right? So having a I resonate with this button, and then the comments that are the most resonated with, as in there's a majority of our Meltmore consciousness associating with that comment, feeling a sense of, yeah, me too, right? Those are the comments that I'll end up reading. That's like one way I've thought about, maybe like filtering the chat. But I don't know if that's how the top comments things work. I switches around, couldn't read the article because paywall, of course. Peppermint oil for ants, joy. Sci.org has the free article shell. Check /r/high consciousness. There we go. Be careful, Joy. If you're Peruvian and you attack them, they'll make more queens and more locations from which to torment you. Hi, strangeness, my bad. That makes way more sense, Melty. Mine was on top comments as well. Whoops, it's okay. I've been so lost in these streams lately. Here you are, Joe Schmo. Maybe it like does top comments for you. Maybe it's like an algorithm thing where whatever comment you would want to see the most ends up being displayed to you personally or something. I've wanted to so many times, but I didn't want to be that pushy. With the top comments, so be that pushy. Be that pushy, right? How am I gonna know if I don't get pushed a little bit in the right direction? The idea that a comment could be top is weird. What algorithm exactly? I want to see all of them, at least while I still can, kind of vibe, right? I'm pretty sure there are regular kind of ants, just like ant basic, right? Not ant plus. They're the standard ant. Thanks, Shan. Gotta see if I got some peppermint oil. There we go. It's the idea that a comment could be a bottom shell. It's not for filtered popular ones to be top. It's the shadow ban the people YouTube has deemed unsavory. Russell's tinfoil hat. Sam. Sam being like, looking. Click dumbass comments and you'll see my. let me quickly switch to dumbass comments. Suddenly Mojo is the only one in chat. I'm joking, of course. Love is true, Mojo. I don't think of you as a dumbass. Who's judging these comments? I don't think anybody is. At least not yet, right? Like there should be a way to like hold your finger on a comment as like a viewer and then go, I resonate, I don't resonate, this offends me. Like that could be like one way to filter comments or whatever, you know. And I would like to see them. An AI trained on Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, is that the America's Got Talent dude? I think so, right? All I know about him right now is the current fractal of like botched plastic surgery, unfortunately. Probably the peeps who comment the most are on top comments, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised. Me, me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, me, me. Hey, Misky, me, me. Are you ready for card pull already? I am. My mind feels very loaded right now. Like I feel like I should be more clear than I am. And it's causing me a little bit of a space of like, eh. I feel like it's maybe like a caffeine thing. Maybe like I want caffeine. Maybe that's my brain's way of like trying to manipulate me into caffeining myself. But no brain. We're taking a break, yo. Chillax yourself. We have a rule about spamming here. Always gotta be about the meat. The number that shows how many in stream changes when you go between all comments and top comments. That's interesting. For you? When you switch to like all comments? That is interesting. Is there more now with like all comments? That's kind of curious. Joy, just ask the ants to leave nicely. It usually works. You know what the best part is? Like I don't even think Joshmo is joking. Like I feel like that really is the best part, right? He's like being dead serious right now. He's being like, yeah, Joy, get with it. Ask the ants to leave. Right? And the ants go, oh goodness, the giant lady. That I don't. That's no. I mean, every person, even a little girl, is a giant to an ant, right? The person doesn't want us here anymore, boys. Let's leave. Let's skedaddle. And then the ants pack up their little ant bags and they roll up their little ant yoga mats and they take with them the little ant stalls and they go back home. Maybe for you, Joe, perhaps I need your large and manly shoulders. There he is. Yeah, exactly. Kristen is here too. More comments required than Joe. Am I missing comments again? What's happening right now? Okay. The most anxiety I've ever felt was trying to keep up with comments when I made the main page Reddit. It was like the I Love Lucy episode with the chocolate conveyor belt. It's rough, bro. It's like it does something to your mind. It expects a lot of you. What the top message thing explains so much. Jovan getting to experience that fractal as well. Now we know. Now we know a little bit more, right? And that's a good thing. It's not the shoulders, it's the weed smoke. Be like, oh wait, ants, you wanna get blazed with me? And these ants are like, oh, it's burning. Things are burning right there. Run. Run for your lives. It's like, come on, bro, chill out. Oh, I'm just smoking some marijuana's ants. And they're like, this dude is trying to poison us. We're getting intoxicated right now. Run for your lives, fellow soldiers. Run. I use the I Love Lucy episode as an example in the workplace frequently, especially if the amount you have to do, Shell. I can get that. Let's see. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, of course. Gentle spirits. I feel like we're matching on my colors again today. Card number 34. Christian is calling me. This freaking dude calling me while he knows I'm streaming. I'm not gonna get angry. He probably just wants to love me. Yeah. Now you would think that of all the people that knows that I'm streaming during this time, he would be it. I think he instantly realized John called me as well. These duders freaking not knowing that I'm live streaming right now. Bruh. Come on, oh. It's not like I've been doing this for like 1,024 days or anything. Right? John hasn't been friends with me for that long, but Christian has. He's been here since day one. freaking oak. The spinach smoke, if you got it. I'm gonna eat some spinach today. Spinach and mushrooms and cream. Feels greens and orange. I mean, there's yellows, which is like orange's little brother. There is some orange on the shells, actually. Answer the phone and put it on speaker. It doesn't work that way, Joy. One, because I have a microphone in, and when I have that microphone in, it disables my audio out. Two, because I'm doing a live stream. And if I do a live stream, the audio doesn't pass through. And three, if I call someone while doing a live stream, it ends my live stream or it closes it to the background and then it is no more stream time. Switch to comments that derailed all conversations and you will find mine. Oh, you're talking about the joke of like different comment sections. Okay, one more time. Gentle spirits. Let's read what it means, shall we? Oh, I love myself some spinach and mushrooms. I'm looking forward to it, Sharon. I am. I'm looking forward to having a meal and then going right back to starving myself. I'm joking, of course. I'm not starving myself. I have a lot of fat. I have like at least 14 pounds of fat on my body, maybe even more. About 14 pounds, right? Which means I have like a month of fasting that I can do, right? So as long as I don't fast for a month, I'm not starving yet. Simply being. Oh my. Can I simply be? We were talking about consciously evolving, right? Slowly, one hertz at a time, clicking ourselves into a higher state of being. And I feel simply being is that 1 hertz energy, right? Like 1 hertz extra energy. You're not like doing 1,000 hertz extra. You're not minusing hertz. You're just simply being, like gaining this experience one moment at a time. Hey Luke, blessings to you. I disliked cream spinach. That's what old people with no teeth eat. Well, hook me up with like a all you can eat. What do you call those things? Old people home, retirement home. Hook me up with the retirement home pass. Because if old people get to eat cream spinach, I'm gonna frequent those places. I like cream spinach. Our cream spinach have mushrooms in it as well, thick sliced mushrooms, so they have like some chew to them. It's a whole vibe, and impersonation makes me. Yo, I have to hear that. That's not joking. He's totally starving himself. You're fooling no one. I'm not starving. I'm not starving. Thank you very much. I still have fat left. As long as I have fat left, that means I'm not starving. That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. I've been here like a resounding. That's not how it works. Melt from joy. That is how it works in my mind, right? Because starving people have no fat and their muscles are being disintegrated for fuel. I'm not there yet. I'm not even close. Right? I've seen what starving people look like. I'm definitely not starving. Uh, that is true. Simply being. You are simply beings right now. Thank you very much. We'll find within this card the number 5 and the geometry of the pentagon. Within this 5-sided polygon, stars appear and speak to us of excellence, protection, and divine transcendence. The stars of this card are 5 green sea turtles. They glide gracefully through the pentagons, reminding us to be gentle with ourselves and to be present in the moment. With peaceful grace and presence in the now, these gentle spirits ask you to consider the importance of simply being. How important is it to you to simply be sometimes, right? The pace of the modern world seems ever faster. Didn't we say those exact words? I think I might have said those exact words during today's stream. The pace of the modern world seems ever faster, demanding that we accelerate our capacity to accomplish more and more and more and more and more. How was that for a sentence, right? You might not have heard most of that. The pace of the modern world seems ever faster, demanding that we accelerate our capacity to accomplish more and more and more and more. Most people believe there is not enough time to get everything done. not enough time for ourselves. This card invites you to relax into this very moment, meditate, doodle, daydream, and simply be. Resist the urge to get up and do something or feel guilty because you are not. Give yourself permission to let your cares and woes fade from your consciousness long enough that you may see into the moment and feel peace. Pause. And in this pause, feel. And in this pause, allow your body, mind, and spirit to deeply enjoy the excellence and of simply being. You may receive messages, and that is fine. Or, with a bit of luck, you will genuinely be able to simply be. Man, I really like this card. It's such a beautiful one. It's our show card, of course. Ooh, creepy melt. Dang. Was I being creepy? What did I say was creepy? I'm sorry for creeping. I'm sorry. I don't know. Was it about the eating yourself thing? Right? I think that's the point. Like we used to do that regularly, right? We used to not have food for big swaths of time. Just realized I'm like 3 minutes behind getting the card. After you pull it, doesn't seem like much of a test. I mean, you still got it, dude. You still got it, bro. That counts. Joe on top comment and 3 minutes behind. Love is true. Realizing like 3 minutes behind. But damn, Joe won as well. Was just thinking of how I was feeling turtly as I was going to sleeps. Even more synchronicity. Allow yourself to simply be today. It is Saturday. Allow yourself just to simply be. You don't need to be doing anything. Sure, celebrate yourself if you do, but allow yourself to simply be as well. Feeling facts. But two is a British thermal unit representing the amount of energy required to melt a 1 ton cube of ice. A BTU, a British thermal unit. I know about BTUs. BTUs are the unit of measurement used to measure air conditioning output as well, I believe. I didn't know that's how it was represented, so thank you for letting me know. A 1 BTU is the amount of energy required to melt a ton of ice. It doesn't make sense to me though when you say that, unfortunately, Shell, because like air conditioners have like 9,000 BTU ratings and stuff like that. I'm more confused now. Sorry, I'm so chatty. Be chatty, bro. Who? Sorry for what? Sorry for who? I'll get angry at you for sorrying for being your loving self, bro. Please. Yeah, you are like the only humans I speak to. Please, facty, not facts. You don't seem any chattier than usual. That's why I apologize. No apologies, bro. Thank yous. Right? Apollo thanks. At the very worst, you can Apollo thanks us. Apology, thanks. Thanks. Apollo thanks meaning thank you for letting me be human and make mistakes. That's the word I learned from Ezekiel, lion, a dude that I met at the festival. And at the very least, at the very most, if you're going to say something that even sounds like an apology, say thank you to your community for being understanding. Thank you, friends, for bearing with me while I feel extra chatty, right? Doesn't that feel better than, oh, I'm sorry? No, no, stop sorrying. No sorries. We love you. What? No, stop. Oh, I'm not gonna read those words. I'm not reading those either. That card just said sit still, please. You really didn't have to share that imagery. I agree. I agree, Joshmo. And I'm going to be eating cream spinach today, bro. So like that's rude. Oh, yeah, trying to eat here, still appetizing. Exactly. Paula, gratitude. Yeah. Sorry, but not sorry because I'm grateful instead. You sneaked in here. Kristen is here with us as well. It's true. Let me get a second microphone. And then I'll play us some kalimba. Little bit of kalimba. A little moment to tune into the frequencies of music as well. Raw spinach is my favorite in salads. I don't have too much raw spinach, but I should have more probably. For homes, we use BTU to size the air conditioning compressor for the square footage inside your home. This is true. But I don't know how it equates to melting blocks of ice because it's supposed to cool the home down. Hallo Jan! Ek sal nou kom groet, ek's nou amper klaar oom. Gaan julle braai vir die vis? Nee. 2,000 square foot home would need at least a 2-ton or 2 BTU AC compressor. But they come in like 9,000 measurements, though, Shell. Like, is 9,000 less than 2? Is that what's happening right now? Am I confused? Yes. I'm more confused now. I just thought more BTU, more cold, right? Oh, you got big room? Get more BTUs. 2,000 square foot home. 2 BTU doesn't sound enough. I'm sorry. It doesn't sound right. Feel honored you share the space and thoughts of us daily. I appreciate you all so much. As we do you too, dear Lisa. Thank you for sharing your fractal with us as well. Keep in mind the user management is just a convenience or a turn of phrase. Okay. It's funny how much I would enjoy going around the world to visit all you friends. One day we will be able to. I believe, I hope that the borders will melt slowly but surely as well. We'll make it so. Melt more. Borders. Get wrecked. As you know, the AC works using compressed gas. And oh, that is true. Right? So the output of the air conditioner might be measured in a different BTU unit than the actual compressor. So you can't say it here. It would be very upsetting to me. But you can't say here. It would be very upsetting to me. I'm so confused. I just want to play my kalimba, yo. Unit choices, BTU, also unit for furnaces, for heat. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I want to win the lottery so I can fly all of you friends out for a weekend. Yeah, me too, Joshmo. I'll just buy a Spark or something like that. You can all live here, slowly but surely. For furnaces, the numbers are completely different. For example, 12,000 BTUs to hit a home. Thank you, Shell. Thank you for sharing these facts with us. Let me play some kalimba. I'll do this scene. There we go. Our kalimbaying has been kalimbat. Christian called me again. Like, I appreciate the reaching out, but. And I was thinking about him as well today, right? Thinking about calling him even. But, bruh, bruh, like, don't you know? Don't you know by now that I'm not gonna answer the phone? Because that's the thing that bothers me more than anything, right? Like, when people call me, usually when it comes to like my direct contacts and friends, like I like answer the phone, answer the phone like split seconds, right? But if I'm doing my live stream, right, ain't gonna reach me, and I don't want to feel like I'm an asshole, but I do feel like I'm an asshole, even though I'm not trying to be one. It hurts me a little bit. Mm-hmm. Pay all the bills and stuff, exactly, bro. No. I've thought about many times about how I'd love to have everyone at my place for a big party. DJ on the deck while everyone dances in the yard. Lights all in the trees. Big, super huge bonfire. One day. Plan, and some of us will come. Agreed. Feel like all of us are going to get richer as we continue as well. Hopefully, there will be ways for us to. Hopefully, I'll be able to employ you. That's my ideal dream, right? I want to make so much money that I can make you friends have a lot of money too. One day, surely, Shanna. It's becoming more of a plausible reality as time goes on in this community. I see the bonds that we're forming here. It's not too far fetched of an idea to see us all in one place. Exactly. Poor Mel's limbo plague, being scrutinized by company. I was feeling it. I was feeling the scrutiny. It was definitely affecting me. Like a family reunion. I would read some things done to a place first to accommodate everyone, but I so want to. It would be so fun. Even with a slip and slide on the hill, yeah. He does know it's probably important and he wants to ensure a callback. Yeah. I was gonna call him back either way. That was like a part of my fractal of planning. Family can be dicks. Just pass on the room full of judges and ask them if they have any notes for your improvement. Nah. No, I'm fine, thank you. I don't care. Exactly, Joe. Gonna happen. I just know it. Melty, you're playing beautifully and I appreciate it. Let the onlookers laugh and scoff as they dance through the life and smile right back at them. This is the way. Transmuting all energy into a loving one. Thank you, Mel, for all the beautiful vibes. Thank you, Susan, for yours as well. Our Shan message is ready, going something like, have the most beautiful day, everyone. I sincerely, for surely, love you all so, so. Very super de duper, extremely, enormously, staggeringly, immeasurably, immensely, massively, dearly, beloved, heavenly, harmoniously, heartwarmingly, melt more, and all of you oh so very, very amazingly, fiercely, faithfully, extremely, enormously, staggeringly. I'm reading the same comment again. Faithfully, fantastically, fabulously, fearlessly, phenomenally, gorgeously, flamingly luminous, magically magical, fondly cherished, divine friends that raise their frequency 1 hertz at a time to the frequency of oneness. I'm seeing fractals closing my eyes, like bulbous, spinning out of themselves fractals. No, it's okay. You sent a loving message, Susan. Don't ever apologize. Love is true. Thank you for joining me again. Our stream is done for today. Love is true. Thank you. It's such a blessing being able to have these moments with you. Until we do this again tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Loves you.